Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Play action. It's Herbert. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Step, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
After the sack on 1st down, Herbert. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Powers through him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now, 1st down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards. This defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Henry running right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Titans nothing.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Elliott. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the bootleg, Elliott. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a dump off here complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you cut.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Steps away. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd and 8 coming up. Off play action. Elliott. Being chased out left. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
That's into the hands of Eckler. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Elliott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Ekeler running it. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Ekeler going to get it again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll try to run with Madison. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Operating from the gun. Elliott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This will be caught at Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The Charger drive about to get going. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Herbert now. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jalen Guyton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Here is Ekeler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. A give, Ekeler running to the right. Now room for Ekeler. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run out of the gun with Ekeler. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9, second and goal. This is a counter play. Ekeler. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Austin Ekeler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Second and 5. Again, it's Henry. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Herbert off of play action. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Darren Waller. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Ekeler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 119 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the right side with Ekeler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Ekeler. Oh, he gets loose right side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Ekeler. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front, Des.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point safely through. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tarvarius Moore able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On is the Chargers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is taken at the 23. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. On 1st and 10, Elliott. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. On the give, this is Eckler. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Elliott. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Tackled by Christian Fulton.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing. Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And they've got to feel good about this performance.